Alright, we may as well get this over with. I have to make a video, and I guess I can just cover some things from Gamescom. Gamescom was just overly disappointing for me. We did not get any real new news per se, no real big games that are coming out. What we did get were a lot of updates on games that are already coming out, and then some news for those who actually care about those games. So just going down the list real quick, we had LEGO Star Wars Saga being announced. I think this is the first time we've seen gameplay of it, but I'm not entirely sure. Either way, it looks better. It's a little bit hard for me to think that a LEGO game actually looks better in modern day engines, but it does. And it's going to be good for those who like Star Wars overall and just want to have more of that experience. Halo Infinite, we actually finally got a release date for December 8th. This will only be the multiplayer, as the campaign and the co-op missions are going to be set for a later date. Moving forward, Saints Row is getting a reboot, and it is going to have a different kind of feel to it than the previous Saints Row games. And it is definitely something that would have to be done if you ever wanted to have another Saints Row game. They kind of jumped the shark with Saints Row 3, and then they did it again in Saints Row 4. There's not really a whole lot more that Saints Row could do at that point other than a reboot, because they did everything that they could already. I'm not looking forward to Saints Row, just wanted to put that out there because I know there's a lot of people out there that like that game. Moving forwards, we have Call of Duty Vanguard that had a disappointing alpha to show. This was showing the tournament mode matches that they were having, and it just looked disappointing to me. The graphics look murky in my opinion in regards to the gameplay that I've seen, both recorded and live streamed. And the featured map that they were showing had mostly soft cover, meaning that you could shoot through it. There are also weapons that will have incendiary rounds with them, and this is not just shotguns. Seems like it's going to be for other weapons as well, full rate of fire weapons. And if that's the case, I'm not going to be buying Vanguard. It's going to be another Call of Duty game I'm going to have to pass up on. We'll have to see what Sledgehammer does, but if they are doing it just to try and have flashy stuff, then I'm not going to buy it because that's going to ruin the game balance, even more than what it is already. Continuing on, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're having a 2D beat-em-up game, much like the original arcade games. Just wanted to point it out there because I'm a big fan of the franchise, and it's nice to have something like that. I don't know if I'll ever buy this, but it's coming out. And also there's Marvel's Midnight Suns coming out, which is a tactical RPG. I don't really understand the need for this game. It looks weird. The color style that they're using, which is yellow and black, just doesn't scream Marvel to me. It definitely has its own little storyline that's going to go with it. I don't understand why it's a tactical RPG and not a beat 'em up of some sort. Or something in between, like say some of the original X-Men games that were coming out during the PS2 era. I don't see who this would be made for, other than just people who are hardcore fans of Marvel, but I digress. And then outside of that, we got more information about Dying Light 2, which is the parkour zombie game. If you ever talk to me or been on this channel long enough, you'll probably know that I'm not a big fan of zombies. And so definitely just not really going to be touching that game because it's zombies and I don't really care for it. I still have to talk about it because it's a large game and it's a game that will sell. So yeah, with that said, we didn't really get anything new. The only new thing we got was Saints Row Reboot. Everything else we knew about to some extent. We knew that they were being made. And this is probably because of the certain circumstances that a lot of these games are being delayed. A lot of these games are going to take longer than usual. So developers don't have anything to show at this time. Fortunately, we do have the Video Games Awards coming out sometime later this year, I think, if not early next year. I don't remember the proper schedules. But hopefully we'll get more details when that comes out. But until then, this is pretty weak. This is still going to be a big year in regards to the shooter genre because you have Battlefield, Halo Infinite, and Call of Duty coming out in the same year. Battlefield coming out October 22nd. Vanguard releasing pretty much the next week on September 8th. I think I get those dates right. And then Halo Infinite on December 8th. If Battlefield is released and it is released with good polish and it's not a broken game at launch, it's going to be very difficult for me to even look at Call of Duty or to even look at Warzone. We still have no details about Hazard Zone. There are rumors going about that we're going to hear more about the Battlefield game coming next week, and I hope we do because I'm tired of waiting and I'm tired of being left in the dark in this game, and I really want to get my hands on it as soon as possible to see if it is actually polished, and just to know what I'm going to expect. Outside of that, that's really it. I don't really have anything else that I look forward to this year, which is fine because it's almost at the end. And we can only hope that these games that do come out, that they are polished and they will keep my attention, and I'll have something to do for the next 6 months or so until something new comes out and I can check that out. In any case, let me know what you guys thought about Gamescom. Let me know what you guys thought about the announcements. I just pulled up the ones that I cared somewhat for. Most of these are really just like honorable mentions because I'm never going to touch them. They are too big to not talk about. So in any case, that's all I have for today. That's all I have for this week. It's a short video, not really a whole lot to talk about, not really a whole lot of time for me to make this. So until next time, stay safe, enjoy your week, and I'll see you guys next time.